There comes a moment in a man's life that no one prepares him for. It's quiet. There's no announcement, no big dramatic event. Just a slow, heavy realization that settles into your chest. No one is coming to save you. Not your parents, not your friends, not the world. And I remember when that realization first hit me. Not all at once, just slowly, over time. Moments where I thought someone would step in, and nobody did. Moments where I was struggling, and life just kept moving anyway. And once that realization sets in, something in you changes. Because that's the moment a boy starts becoming a man. Not when he turns 18, not when he gets his first job, but when he understands he's on his own. And whether we talk about it or not, most of us remember exactly when that moment hit. When we're young, there's always someone there. Someone to catch us when we fall. Someone to step in when things go wrong. Someone to tell us it's going to be okay. If something breaks, someone fixes it. If something hurts, someone comforts us. If something goes wrong, someone steps in. We grow up believing that's just how life works. That when things get bad enough, someone will notice, someone will help, someone will step in and make things right. I think a lot of us carry that belief longer than we realize. I know I did. I kept thinking that eventually something would change, that things would somehow work themselves out, that someone would notice I was struggling. But eventually, life stops working like that, and nobody really warns you when it's about to happen. For some of us, it happens early. Sometimes it's money problems, sometimes it's family pressure, sometimes it's heartbreak. Sometimes it's loss, sometimes it's just life piling up all at once. For me, it wasn't just one moment, it was a series of them. Times when I felt overwhelmed, but still had to keep going. Times when I wished someone would step in and make things easier, but nobody came. Times when I realized that if things were going to get better, it was going to be on me. And that realization is heavy. Because it's not just about being alone. It's about realizing that responsibility, all of it, is yours now. Your future, your choices, your mistakes, your direction, all of it. And that kind of weight either breaks a man, or it starts to build him. Nobody talks about how lonely responsibility can feel. From the outside, it just looks like you're handling things. Going to work, paying bills, showing up, doing what needs to be done. But on the inside, it can feel like you're carrying everything by yourself. I remember going through times where I felt completely overwhelmed, but I still showed up, still handled responsibilities, still did what needed to be done. And on the outside, it probably looked like I was fine. But on the inside, it felt heavy. And I think a lot of us live in that space. We learn pretty quickly that people depend on us, but we don't always have someone to depend on. And after a while, you stop expecting help. You stop asking. You just carry it. Even when it's heavy. Even when you're exhausted. Even when you're not sure how much longer you can keep doing it. Because deep down, you know, no one is coming. But here's the part nobody really talks about. That realization, as heavy as it is, can also change you. Because once you realize no one is coming to save you, you stop waiting. And I remember that shift starting to happen in me, slowly, but definitely. I stopped waiting for things to magically improve. I stopped hoping someone else would fix my situation. I stopped expecting life to suddenly get easier. And instead, I started taking responsibility. Not perfectly, not all at once, but step by step. And that's when something starts to change. Responsibility becomes strength. Discipline becomes stability. Pain becomes fuel. You start solving your own problems. You start building your own stability. You start becoming someone you can rely on. And that's when things begin to shift. Not because life gets easier, but because you get stronger. Most men learn this lesson eventually. Some learn it through heartbreak. Some learn it through failure. Some learn it through loss. Some learn it through struggle. But almost all of us learn it. No one is coming to save us. And yeah, that truth can feel heavy at first. I remember feeling that weight, that sense of realizing that it was all on me now. No safety net, no rescue coming, just responsibility. But over time, that truth started to feel different. Because once you accept that no one is coming, you also realize something else. You're not helpless, you're not powerless, and you're not stuck. You have more control than you think you do. And once you start using that control, things start to change. If you've had that moment, you know exactly what this feels like, that quiet realization. That weight settling on your shoulders, that understanding that it's all on you now, and yeah, it's heavy. But it also means something else. It means you survived long enough to see the truth. And looking back, I can honestly say that realization changed me. Even if it didn't feel like growth at the time. Even if it just felt like pressure. Because sometimes the moment you realize no one is coming to save you is the same moment you start becoming someone who can save himself. One decision at a time, one step at a time, one day at a time. And if you're in that moment right now, you're not weak for feeling the weight of it. We all feel it. But the fact that you're still here, still trying, still pushing forward, that already says more about you than you probably realize.